Morning, everybody.
A long time to get going. Then we were just like
waiting. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you're all right. Did you have a nice weekend?
Nice weather.
Yeah.
A bit windy. But...
Did you have a nice weekend?
Yeah.
Very good. This morning we are looking at spin seats. So we have a whole variety from different brands. All the different spin seats we have in store. There are more spin seats. It's just obviously our filming studio is only so big, and we need to get in here as well. Yeah. And we don't want to be talking for 5 hours.
See us.
No. But this morning, our little giveaway and prize is a Mamas and Papas Imprint Kit. So we have one in pink or blue, and the winner can choose which colour they would like. They are really, really lovely. Nice little design they have on here. But yeah, really nice imprint kit on the back. Fingers crossed you can point out here. You can write in their name. And the age of the child as well, so it's all on there, which is really, really great. But so you can have pink or blue. Price of these, they are currently on offer for £9.60, but RRP is £12, so on offer as well. So if you are interested in these, it's a nice little gift.
Yeah, for baby showers or virtual baby showers if we can't have them just yet.
Yeah.
Little gifts for new parents.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's just a nice little, if you're looking for something, just a little something to get.
A bit different.
Nice little memory. You can have it up on your shelf. It's a nice little thing to keep. I would definitely agree. Oh, we've got lots of mornings this morning. So we've got Wilma, Kayleen, Charlotte, Laura Marsh, Pauline, Shelley. We've got Holly, Kaylee, Emma. Kaylee, is that the same Kaylee that I keep saying?
You get double whammy.
Oh no, it's a different Kaylee. We've got lots of Kayleys this morning. We've got Margaret. So good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning. So all you need to do is just comment, and we will be drawing the winner at the end of the live. Where should we start, Kelly?
Should we start over here? What I might do actually is, because we kind of compare these often in store, squeeze myself.
Yeah.
I might pop this up on here.
So you can come side by side.
So we can just show you.
Yeah. They fit the exact same, so
differences.
Obviously it's Isofix and support leg. Aileen says loving the prize.
So this is quite a popular, both car seats are popular in store and on the website. Joy is a very well known car seat brand. Yeah. People like their strollers, car seats. They do go a little bit further with their testing, so it's not just the minimum that they do. And this is the Joy Spin 360 and the Joy iSpin 360. So you've got an option on the older R44 regulation, and then kind of an upgraded version if you like. They've added more features to their i-size version on the new R129 regulation.
James has asked, is that the Joy 360 spin? Yes.
Spin 360, yeah.
Yep, so Joy 360 spin, so spins 360. You've just changed the word round. And then you've got the Joy iSpin 360.
Yeah. So you can kind of see, if we're looking at it from the side there, they are kind of a similar shape. And like Georgia said, they do fit the same. So you've got your Isofix fitting and your support leg. So if I start with the R44 version, because they are an older and a newer version, there is a price difference.
Yep, so you're looking, although saying that the Joy iSpin in the coal colour is currently on offer, but the Joy 360 is currently £199. And then the Joy iSpin 360 in the coal is £229.99, and then the full price is £279.99.
Yeah, it's usually £280, but you're saving quite a lot of money at the moment, aren't
with
you?
The coal, yeah.
So if you like that,
and we've got great stock of them as well. So if you was to order today, it'd be with you tomorrow.
Yes. So a couple of changes that they've done. They've moved where you rotate the seat. They've added a panel at the front so you can choose whether it's rear or forward facing. And they've added side impact protection panels onto the side. So on the Spin 360, there's a lever for your recline position. So you've got a few recline positions to choose from. There are 5 positions on this seat to choose from, and then a little bit lower is like a ridged button that you then pull to swivel the car seat to the side. So newborn insert, you can use this from birth up to 18 kilos. Because it goes on height rather than the weight, and there's nothing stopping the seat from spinning to forward facing when you decide. So because it's an R44 seat, you can legally forward face at 9 kilos. You know, we wouldn't advise to do that with a baby. It's so young, so we would advise at least 15 months, 2 years better, 4 years best. So it will rear face the entire time that you're using it as well. Little button on the inside to release your harness and your buckle there. You do have your little slots at the side which you can pop your harness in.
I think it's a nice little game. I like that little feature on there.
It's a nice feature, isn't it? Car seats do it in different ways. So some brands have magnets. One of the ones we're looking at has magnets. Some have little clips. Some have like a plastic guide to pop your harness into. So your newborn insert stays in there until baby outgrows it. Usually it's a 3 to 4 month mark.
Yeah.
And it's a 3-part newborn insert. So you've got your wedge to keep them in a flat position. You've got your body insert and you've got your head insert, and they'll pop together.
Yeah.
And then your headrest has multiple different positions, so that's it then set up for more of a 4-year-old child, and just move it so that the harness is level or just below the shoulders when they're rear facing, level or just above, depending on the child, for forward facing.
Yeah.
So that is your Spin 360.
People are loving this one. People are loving the fact that, like how easy it looks.
Yeah, it's a really easy to fit one.
Yeah.
Nice shape, should last your child. Average 4-year-old is 18 kilos. Obviously there's lots that aren't as well, so you might need to look at a different seat for those higher centile children.
Yeah, so spin seats, these spin seats, there is one here that's not from birth, but if not all of them are from birth, so you can use this straight away, or it can be something you use after your infant carriers.
Yeah, I think it's most popular when people come in for looking for a next stage seat, around a year old when they're outgrown their infant carrier. Lots of people want a spin seat because just swivelling that to the car door side is a lot easier to get your child in and out as opposed to try and reach him round to pop them in. So then moving on to the upgraded version, again you've got multiple recline positions. It's the same amount on this one. This one's got 6 recline positions as opposed to the 5 on your Spin 360. Again, got a lovely newborn insert in there which can come out as they outgrow it. On this one, so you'd slide it over to here, so 0 to 15 months, it's an R129 I-size car seat, so you legally can't forward face until at least 15 months rather than on a wait.
Yeah.
And once it's the dial is over to there, it won't physically let you forward face. So it's a really nice little feature. Yeah. Like we said before, if it's going to grandparents and they're not fully aware, it won't let them, so they can't use it incorrectly. And it just reminds you, yes, I really shouldn't forward face my child until at least 15 months. So it's nice to have that on. Like I said, newborn insert in there. Your harness works the same way, 5-point harness, press your button to release. And you've got those same little bits at the side to pop your harness in to hold it open and get out of baby's way.
Yeah. I like the fact with joy inserts that they're not just one insert all in one, it's different stages.
Take it out when you're ready, can't you? So,
because every baby's different. Yeah. If the baby's quite petite, you can kind of leave a little bit inserts in a bit longer.
Yeah, the bits you need.
Yeah.
So it should be, the way you do it should probably be your head first, then your body part, and then your wedge.
Zoe has just asked, only just joined, so apologies if I've missed something. Are there any infant carriers that spin too? Now, there is only one infant carrier currently that will spin, and that is the Cybex Cloud Z, and that will only spin on the system. Yeah, it's on a modular system, so you have to have the base Z, so that will take the infant carrier, and then it'll be the Sirona Z, which is very similar to the one at the front here.
Sirona S.
This is just the Sirona S, so it's all attached.
Well, we can cover that in more detail when we look at the Sirona S as well.
But people are loving this. I think it's come at a perfect time. There's a couple of people saying, I'm waiting for this live to choose for a spin seat because there's just so many different options to look for. And also someone's asked, does eye size matter? Now, it's what we say is R44 is safe, R129 is safer.
It's been high tested.
Yeah, it's been high tested.
More technology.
Yeah, most crashes now are side impact. So that's why brands, car seat safety is obviously, they're adding that safety onto the seat, so extra protection for little one in the car. Yeah. Your R44 car seat is still a safe seat.
Yeah.
It's just obviously...
If budget allows, go for an R129 I-size seat because you know it's been high tested at the end of the day. Yeah. So if you can, then do. But say, even if budget means you can't, it's still a safe seat to have. Eventually we won't have any R44 seats. R129 will completely take over, and all car seats on the market will be R129. But it just takes a few years to kind of fade out. I like the fact that now a lot of R129 I-size seats are kind of at a really reasonable price, aren't they? They're kind of... Like we're saying, this is £199. You can currently buy it on offer for £229. So there's not much of a difference. No, for £30 extra, you can get the i-size version. So once you're ready to forward face, like I said, you can leave it rear facing for the entire time, which would be great, but if you do decide to forward face, slide that over and it will then allow you to forward face in that position.
Yeah.
And then you've got the
Headrest,
thank you. this bit here,
this thing here that moves
into your higher position. This is a really popular one if you have got a bit of a bigger built child, because it's a nice wide deep seat that's going to keep them comfortable.
Yeah.
This one's got a slightly higher weight limit, but it does actually go on height. So this goes from birth up to 105 centimetres, which is again is your average 4-year-old, but it's a 19 kilo. They still have a maximum weight limit, so it's a maximum 19 kilo weight limit. So slightly more than your Spin 360.
So it's whichever one they reach first, 105 or 19 kilograms.
Exactly, yeah. Your very clever feature of your side impact protection panels, it's automatic, so you don't have to forget it. Some you have to slot them on the side or pull them out, whereas this, fasten your harness, buckle goes forward, and these automatically flip out.
Yeah.
If you want one in because it's next to the child, next to it, not the door side, you can pop that side in and just have the one at the door side. That's the one that you need out.
Yeah.
But if not, they're not massive, so you can probably leave them popped out unless you've got 3 in a row. It might be an issue.
Yeah, we've got some people asking, are these car seats from birth? Now we will go through them all individually, but they all go from birth, apart from the Britax Dual Fix M that I've got here.
Yeah. So, but they do a version that's from birth as well.
Yeah, just not the one we have in store now.
Your adjustability to spin to the side, rather than being here like on this seat, it's now on the side, which makes it a little bit more accessible, so you can just squeeze at the side, whichever side you're on, they're at both sides.
I like that. I find that a good upgrade from the old one.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good reason to
isn't
go for that as well, even if you're not going on the safety side, but most people will be.
Yeah, but it's an added bonus when you are getting a nice size
Yeah.
seat. You also get the new updated features, which is good.
Yeah. But I suppose they've probably taken feedback from customers who've used their Spin 360 for a while and then added it onto their newer seat.
Definitely.
So that's the Joy iSpin 360 from birth, both these seats to average 4 years old.
And prices again, your Spin 360 is £199, and then the Joy iSpin 360, we have it in the grey flannel design, so that is £279.99. But if you want it in the coal, which is black, it's currently on offer for £229.99. So a really good saving there.
Yeah. There you go. So I'm just going to uninstall this so that I can pop another one on.
I'm guessing these styles of seats don't work with the travel system. So no, these pushchairs are not compatible to go onto pushchairs. These car seats will only stay in the car, and you can move them from car to car, obviously, but it's not something that will fit on your pushchair frame. That will be an infant car you'll be looking for.
So this is the Cybex.
A bit of pop of colour we've got there.
Yes, Serona S. This is an autumn gold. It's kind of got your beigey, creamy kind of colour, which is very in at the moment. A lot of new pushchairs are coming in a taupe kind of colour, and then you've got the bright on the bottom. So to install this one, you've got your independent Isofix arms. Just pop them both out. Push onto your Isofix points. Push it so it's all the way in. And then do your leg, make sure it's pulled fully out, and then until you've got grid in the front.
Yeah.
So we did touch on the Serona Z that comes after your Serona S. So it's a modular system, so you can use the same base and then pop your toddler car seat on. This is very similar, essentially the same seat, but it doesn't come off the base because there's no need to, because you use it from this one from birth. You can use it from birth right up to 105 centimetres. Again, it's an i-size seat. And we've also got the sensor safe version out.
Yeah.
To show you. I've lost my train of thought.
She's lost. Yeah, she's.
I have to keep on a roll, otherwise I'm like, what am I saying? Yeah. So this can be used from birth. You've got a newborn insert in there. You can also use the Serona Z from birth as well. Has the swivel feature obviously on it, and this one's slightly different how it works. You have to move it into the upright position. There's one step further, and then you can rotate to
It's a very clever mechanism, isn't it, in the seat?
Yep. This one must have already had the button clicked, I think, but it shouldn't, depending on where the harness level is, it won't forward face. And I think this one's one with a button inside as well, so it won't forward face until you press the button.
Yeah.
This is the sensor safe, so it's a little clip. You can buy it now on its own. You didn't used to be able to, for use on your Cybex seats. Or you can just buy it on your seat already, so it increases the price a little bit. Just clips together, over the chest of the child, underneath the chest pads, and what it does, it connects to your car to use the battery. You have a little plug that plugs in where you plug in, like for your diagnostics port. App on your phone, and it will alert you if the child becomes too hot, too cold, if you've left them in the car unattended for too long, like if you've walked away and left them, forgotten about them.
Really clever, isn't it?
What else does it do? Is that all of them?
So temperature, distance, obviously,
and how long they've been sat in the vehicle. That's
how long they're in the car for,
So if you've gone a really long journey and the child's been sat in the tongue, it'll just alert you your child has been fastened in the car for.
Because there is a time limit when children can be in the car seat for.
Yeah. So newborn insert, so you can use it from birth. You've got your reclined position, and then also your upright position. You can forward face after 15 months in this position, but you can rear face the entire time in there as well, which is fab. You've got your side impact protection on this, with it being an eye-size tested seat, but you just need to remember, pop it out the car door side. All you do, see from here.
That's it.
There.
Should be able to push there. There you go.
Press there, and then it just flips open. So nice and easy to do, or can pop it in.
We was just asked, what is that clip called again? So that clip it's called the sensor safe.
Yeah.
And they're asked, is it Cheryl asked, can you get this on the infant carrier version? Yes, we do sell them with the infant carrier version.
The Cloud Z, yeah, you can have it on there as well if you want it.
And I think someone else has asked, can you use it on any car seat?
I think it's just approved to Cybex, even though you probably could use it because it just attaches.
It will fit on, but
it's more approved for
their own, for
their car seats.
Julie's asked, how do I wash them? Inserts for newborns, can they be washed in the washing machine?
Yeah.
Now, all covers on all these car seats can be taken off to be washed, and I say obviously all your inserts as well. We just say on a gentle wash, obviously, so you don't ruin them.
You don't want to shrink your newborn inserts.
No.
So that is the Serona S. So like I said, the Serona Z is very similar seat.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't come off like the Serona Z does, to then allow you to put your infant carrier on and then to put your toddler seat on. So it's just used from birth like this.
Yeah.
Cybex are a really good car seat brand, and they do really good testing on all their car seats as well. So.
Yeah, they're very high testing on it. It's German company.
Yeah.
So your Cybex Serona S is £299.95. So really good price again for an eye-sized seat.
Is often
on offer
for different colours as well.
Yeah, certain colours.
You've got your indicators on here as well, so you know whether the car seat is locked into position. So like there, it's red. Obviously, you can't travel like this. And turns green, and then that's also to let you know the leg is out in the correct position. You've got green indicators to let you know your Isofix points are connected.
Yeah.
So that is the Cybex seat.
Do you want a bit of break? I'll do some.
Yeah.
You have your iPad and the card.
Thank you.
So I've got on this rig here, if I just move this double cross over slightly so you can see, I have got the Britax Dual Fix M eye size on here. So if I just turn you round so you can see a bit better. But it's a really, really nice car seat. So this car seat is the one that I was saying it's from 3 months. They do have the Britax Dual Eye size that will go, Dual Fix ISO, sorry, that will go from birth all the way up to 105 centimetres. This is just the one that goes from 3 months.
Sorry, I'm just moving the leg inside. Move the chair, it's not the leg out.
So it's a really, really nice one. As you can see, the thing it's missing is the newborn insert, because obviously from 3 months, that insert will need to be removed anyway. And it has been tested like this, and it's really good safety testing on here, which is really great.
Yeah, another Britax is a really well-known car seat brand.
Lots of people know them. You have your eye size regulation, and there's certain brands that will go above and beyond, won't they? They'll go put it through extra testing to ensure it's really as safe as it can be, which is really important.
Have their own test facilities, and we'll all do that in-house.
Yeah, which is really good. So yeah, this is the car seat that will go from 3 months all the way to 4 years, 105 centimetres or 18 kilograms. So it's off weight. So whether they'll reach 18 kilograms or 105 centimetres first, that'll obviously depend on when little one needs to come out of this seat. It's got some really clever features on here. So you have got your recline positions. This is in the most cradled position. And then you've got your button just underneath your front here. And it's very upright, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite a big difference, isn't it? Some you don't notice the recline or the upright.
There's still a slight difference, but this is a very big difference. Which is nice, obviously, when you can keep this one rear facing the whole time, which is something we would recommend, but legally at 15 months you can forward face your little one, so you could have it very upright.
Alexander's asked, what's the weight of the Joy? Do you mean the weight of the child or the actual car seat? I haven't got the weight
of the
actual car seat, but the maximum weight that the child can be is 18 kilos.
Yeah.
So they're usually like
I want to say, because I know this one's 15 kilograms, so I want to say it's around that sort of, they're very similar in weight, aren't they?
They tend to be like between 12 and 15 kilos for using car seats because your Isofix Points, your leg and everything's built into it.
I'm going to be completely honest, they're not the lightest things, are
they?
Well,
but somebody's just asked, Charlotte said, we've got any recommendations for a car seat for a 7-month-old that's easy to move between cars? Something very safe. Currently got the Maxi Cozy Mika, but it's so heavy. So again, spin seat.
They're all going to be
that
similar weight, aren't they?
Yeah. We haven't got the Mika out, have we?
Yeah. Hiding down here.
Oh, it's hiding.
Yeah, Mika's hiding, Kelly.
Yes, so you've got that car seat over there. So yeah, they are heavy because they've got all that extra built in. If you want a light car seat and that's very safe, look for an extended ERF 25 kilo seat. Because they're belt fitted, they don't have the extra in, and then you can move them a bit easier from car to car.
You've not got that heavy base on the bottom, have you?
If you look at the Britax Maxway Plus, it only weighs 7.7 kilos, so quite a big difference.
Yeah.
And it helps to keep your child rear facing up to 6-7 years old, so it's probably the safest that you can go, and is Swedish Plus tested it, so it's one step further.
Yes, it's had that extra testing, which is really good. Yeah.
So that might be an option. You can have lower tethers in both cars, and then it makes it easier to switch.
Yeah, so maybe if you're finding that a bit too heavy, so like Kelly said, something that's not Isofix fitted maybe be better for you.
A belt fitted seat. Still fine, still very safe. Isofix doesn't mean that it's safer once it's fitted. No. It just means that the installation is a bit easier and a little bit less to get wrong. But as long as you read your instructions and do it right.
As long as it's installed correctly, it's just as safe, if not safer, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a really, really nice option on the seat. Your spin button, you've got one either side. It's just this grey button here. So you've got one here and I've got one my side. So you don't have to push both, it's just one. And
again, you've got your little red indicators, haven't you, like the other seats. Yeah. It lets you know that you can't travel in that position.
Yeah, so you've got your little indicator here to say no, and then if I lock back in, you have your green indicator to say, yep, that's clicked. And I like the fact there's a solid click when you hear it. You know you are in, but always check for your indicators. It's the same as well with your Isofix. You've got your 2 Isofix points. You would then kind of ratchet your base back all the way flush to the seat, and then you have got that support leg with the green indicator at the very bottom.
This one's got another indicator, like I just moved it out, but if that isn't right and it's a little bit forwards, you can see up here at the top that if the red's showing, it means that the angle of the leg isn't correct, so you need to go a little bit further to then push it out.
That's one thing that's really important, obviously. It needs to be as far out as possible and have the full support on there. So you've got your position, so you can have it to door side, make it a lot easier obviously to get baby in and out. When it comes to loosening your harness, you've just got your little clip in here, so really visible, really easy to access.
Laura's asked which one is this one. This is the Britax Dual Fix M eye size. So this goes from 3 months up to 105 centimetres, which is your average 4-year-old.
Yeah. But they also do the Britax Dual Fix eye size, which goes from birth up to 105 centimetres. And then you've got your headrest at the top, a button behind the headrest, and it will kind of rise as child
again, this is one that's quite a big, deep seat, isn't it?
So nice open seat, which is lovely as well. And then obviously once child reaches 15 months, or you can keep them rear facing all the way till, say, whether they're 18 kilograms or 105 centimetres, it will go forward facing, which is when I find that very upright position is really nice.
Yeah, older children are going to prefer that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Apart from nap times, they can still recline. But
yeah, you can still recline.
With the side, your side impact protection on this one, it is our R129, so it has gone through your side impact testing, but all that is inside the sides of the seat. You've not got anything extra on the outside.
It's great as well because, again, you don't have to think about it. You've not got to kind of take anything out.
Yeah.
It's all within the seat. It's all built in. Around here, so it's really, really clever as well.
Charlotte's just said she's the lady who was asking for a lighter option. Thanks so much. I didn't know if any of them came with a separate base, so we just buy them like you would with a baby seat. The Serena Z is an option that is like that. You've also got, we had a live last week where it was car seats that you could use with a newborn insert, a newborn infant carrier, and then also toddler seat. That might be worth a watch back because then you've got your base and you can put your seat on, so it's 2 lighter options. So you Serena Z, you've got the Maxi Cozy Pearl, which is your next stage seat that you can use, and it's in 2 different things. So if you want Isofix, maybe have a look at that live and have a look at those options.
Yeah, maybe worth having a look, because that, like Kay said, there are lighter options if you kind of have separate them, isn't there?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
But yeah, it's a really, really nice seat. Like I said, it's a big open seat, so great if you are wanting a bit of a wider and larger seat. Some people do want to look at that. If child is in a higher percentile, maybe it may be more of a comfortable seat for them. It does come in a whole host of different colours as well. Same with all these car seats, they do come in different colours, not just the ones that we are showing here. And it's really easy to install just with the Isofix points, and you get your green indicators on each point. And obviously that support leg as well.
Hayley says they've got the Joy Ice Spin, which Georgia helped them to get and choose, and it's fantastic. She's put I love OU, so I'm thinking she means I love it rather than I love you.
I love me. Well, who doesn't? So. Well, I hope that's
Thank you. She loves you.
I'm pleased you're getting on well with it, and you enjoy. Cause it's nice, isn't it? Because you can show how things work, but it may not work for every
No,
person.
once you actually start using it day in day out, there might be things that you think, oh, this is not for me, or I wish I'd gone for this. So yeah.
We'd love to see pictures of the little one in it. Yes. That'd be really nice to see.
Yeah, messages.
Yeah, if you could send some pictures, that'd be lovely. But yeah, it's a really nice seat. Good one to look at. Obviously, if you are wanting one from birth, it would just be the dual fix i-size version.
Yeah.
So to take this off,
they also do an R44 version as well. The dual fix.
Dual fix
R2.
My mind's gone.
I should have said that because now I can't remember the name of it. Which is a little bit cheaper with it being an R44 seat. But
I want to say it's dual fix R.
I'm sure it's got a number in it. You should know that really.
Our minds have gone blank this Monday morning. We've got the Monday morning thing.
Too many seats out, yeah.
Too many seats. But yeah, to uninstall, just bring up your leg support. So that is up and out the way. And then you have got your clips for your Isofix points. Just pull back on those. And one really clever thing about your Britax seats is the Isofix points. I hope you can see.
I think you can see the angle, how they kind of angle there.
Yeah, they angled. So if your seats are quite bucket shaped, they will connect to your Isofix points and then level the base out, which is really, really clever. And as well, it's not two solid rigid points on the Isofix points, is it? It's kind of a bit more.
And as well, what it does,
balanced.
The other safety feature-wise of it as well is that it pushes the energy down into those Isofix bars first, and then bounces up rather than just the child taking all the force as well.
Yeah.
So.
I have.
Gemma, they love their Joy 360. It's so easy to use.
Yeah, it is really nice. You've got an adjustable calf support as well. Leg rest, not calf support at all. I'm thinking of pushchairs.
You're not on pushchairs today.
Not on pushchairs.
It's your rebound bar.
Yeah, your rebound bar. So you can change the angle. So that's it, in the furthest position. But obviously, when little one's only little, you can have it.
It pushes it right up to be flush with the vehicle seat back, but also gives you a little bit more leg room as well when they're rear facing. Yeah.
So really, really nice. Price of this one, did you say price already?
No, I haven't. I've not even got my sheet out. Let's have a look. So the Britax Dual Fix MI size RRP is £325, but it's actually on offer this month, and it's £292.50p.
Yeah, it's a really good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quite
a few people are asking, have they missed the Cassato? No, we have not.
I was about to literally go, I'm going to move on to the Cassato. So yeah, I've got the Cassato. This is the all-in-all rotates here. They do also have the all-in-all eye rotate, and this is in the Beaker Forest design, if anyone was wondering. So,
Kirsty thinks swivel seats are one of the best inventions. They definitely are one of the best baby inventions that make life a lot easier.
Yeah. Definitely. So this is a R44 seat, but it's a spin seat that will go from, say, birth to 12 years. So it's all in all. It's an all in all. So it's an all-stage car seat. You can use it rear facing all the way up until 18 kilograms in the harness, which is really good as well. And it's an easy one to fit. So it's the same.
Hayley's going to have a look, see if she's got a picture.
Oh, that'd be perfect. Thank you. But it's the same as all, you just got your Isofix points and you have got your support leg. But something a bit different with this one, you can seat belt this car seat. Now, it would lose the spin feature on here if you was to seat belt it, obviously.
There's that option though, if Dad's got a van and doesn't have Isofix, then it can go in there.
Yeah, but if it's in your car, most of the time,
then you can Isofix it in. Yeah. Grandparents' cars, maybe they've got an older car, Yeah. I'm not just saying old people have got old cars, because often they've got newer cars.
Yeah, they often have.
My grandma's got a newer car than me, yeah. But yeah, so if it's an older car that's going in, you've got that dual use, so it just means that it's fitting in more vehicles.
Yeah, it's more flexible, which is really great. So to fit,
I suppose even on buses or coaches and things.
Yeah.
As long as the seatbelt was fit enough, long enough, you'd be able to fit in there as well.
Definitely.
If we're ever allowed on trips again.
So on here you've got, I've just pulled out my Isofix bars, and I want to connect them to the points in my car. So
is the next stage 360 in all these seats? Amy's asked. I'm not sure what that question means. So you can use most of these from birth. Sorry, I'm talking over you. You can use most of these from birth up to 4 years old, or just use it in next stage seat after your infant carriage.
I know somebody asked before, are all these 360 seats as well? That's one question that someone asked before.
Yeah.
So they are all spin seats.
The 360 bit just is often added just to mean 360 degrees. So
yeah, whether it can go forward and rear facing.
Somebody's asked, I love the idea of a swivel seat. Do any of them also recline on a pushchair? None of these go on a pushchair. They're not infant carriers. These are spin seats, so you can use them from birth in the car all the time, or you can use them as a next stage seat.
Yeah.
Again, I keep losing my words. There, if you want to go for a swivel seat that's as a part of the travel system, an infant carrier, you can look at the Cybex Cloud Z.
Yeah, that'd be one to look at. But these always stay in the car. They're not ones to kind of put on the pushchair frame. But to the next step, I've put my connected my
Sorry, I was talking over as Georgia was.
No, don't worry.
Installing.
And then what you want to do is push it all the way back, flushed with the rig, and that then will. It kind of stops the movement as much, doesn't it, on the Isofix Points as well?
It tends to be a point that some people, when they're fitting, they'll send us videos and like, oh God, there's a lot of movement in the seat. It's because they've not done that point of pushing it right
Push it all the way back.
Isofix Points are in, then they do the leg and they forget to push it in. So Gemma says there's so many to choose from, it's a difficult choice. They chose their Joy 360 after watching our previous car seat video, so thank you, ladies. Oh, you're very welcome,
You're very
Gemma.
welcome.
Glad it was helpful.
So your spin button, now all I've just done on here is just done my support leg, so that is all the way out, and I do get my green indicator on the top to tell me that is correctly fitted. It's got enough support there. My spin button is on the front here, so really easy to access.
Yeah, it's a different position again from the ones we've looked at, isn't it?
It's really easy to access, so just pulling that out, and then I can just spin to the side, so it's really nice and easy to do, easy to access that button. In here, because it's a seat that goes from birth, you have got all that newborn insert. So same with the Joys, for example.
Alexandra's asked as well, do you use these instead of infant carriers or after infant carriers? Either, it's up to you. If you want to use an infant carrier first, you can, and then move on to one of these, or you can use them from birth as well, apart from the Britax one we've looked at.
Yeah, so you've got all your inserts in here, you've got your wedge here, which will come out around about your 2-3 month stage. And then you've got your head hugger and your body support. Now, one thing we always say, a lot of people want a bit of advice when to take inserts out. Every child is slightly different, because if babies, say, was premature, they obviously would be naturally smaller, so they would need those inserts in a little bit longer. So if you have got any, obviously, if you have got any questions or just wondering, you can always send our Facebook a message, and we can obviously get back to you. But they are really good inserts that you can just take out in different stages.
Oh, Amy said, sorry, I thought these were infant seats. That answered a question. Thank you. No problem, Amy. Glad we've sorted that out. Julie's asked, what is the weight for the Cassato? I know we're going to go into that, but just getting in the head of it.
The weight, what weight of the car seat, or?
The weight for it, so the child's weight.
So this will go from birth all the way up to 12 years, so
36 kilos.
Yeah, 36 kilos, 150 centimetres?
No, it's not eye size. So
I'm going off,
it's just weight, because it's an R44 older regulation seat. So it doesn't go on the height of the child, it's just the weight. So you'd use the harness up to 18 kilos, rear facing or forward facing, and then you would switch over to the vehicle seat belt once you'd maxed out the weight for your harness, and use it from there, possibly until from 15 if they're older, but we'd say from 18 kilos up to 36 kilos with a vehicle seat belt.
Yeah, and obviously when you're using the adult seatbelt, it would need to be in the forward-facing position.
Yes.
Not rear-facing.
You'd be very clever if you worked out how to manage that still.
Yeah,
when it was rear-facing.
I mean, well done you.
But don't travel like that.
No, do not. That's not safe. But you've got your button just hidden within the material. Here it's a little slot, and it's a kind of a little push button at the top. Push in, and you can obviously raise that. Obviously, what happens then? You would remove the harness, and it will extend even taller then, which is great. You have also got your red guide for your seatbelt, when they move into the seat belts stage. Obviously, you can still use this even if a child's over the 18 kilograms. You can still spin it if they want to get in and out easier that way.
Yeah, but then they're probably going to climb in.
Yeah,
but
if
you're going to help them still get in, then
you could still spin it.
Swivel it the whole time.
It's not 18 kilograms, so it's not only spin mechanism until they're 18 kilograms. No. You can continue to use the spin if you wanted. You just probably wouldn't do really, if I'm honest.
Oh, I love learning more about car seats. These lives have been so informative. Glad
we could help.
Yeah, the one live I wanted to watch and I'm late today, said Emma. We'll have to catch up. Yes, you can watch it back.
Don't worry. But yeah, it's a really nice one to look at. I say you can have it rear facing all the way up until 18 kilograms, but it is an R44 seat, so that you can go forward facing at 9 months. It's not something we'd ever recommend. Yeah, we wouldn't ever recommend to go forward facing. Always keep them rear facing until at least 15 months, if not longer. That would be the best solution, is what we would say. You have got on here it's kind of like extra protection on the side. Now, it's not side impact protection. It's not had the testing, has it? Because it's an R44 seat.
No, but
it has got that protection on the sides built in. And it's a nice one because you can seat belt it, like we said before. So you have got your guides to help you through.
When you're open, Emma says she's going to come in for 2 car seats. We would love to see you.
We would.
We are just opening on an appointment basis from the 12th of April, as long as nothing changes, fingers crossed. And you can book those appointments now on the website, so you can have a look. It's quite fully booked, I think, for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah, so appointment booked up until the 9th of May for weekends.
For weekends.
Just for weekends. We have got some last time I checked yesterday, there were still some slots in the first week, so if you want one, get one soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice to have you in so you can see our new car seat room. Wouldn't it? We've got lots of new car seats out.
Yes.
So it'd be very nice to see.
Absolutely.
I say it's a good seat because this one will last. It's not one that, if you want one for grandparents maybe, because it's one that will go all the way up to 12 years, which is fab.
Oh, Hayley said she can't seem to post it. I think she's trying to post the picture on the live. You probably won't be able to do it on the live, but you can send us a message if you want to send us the picture of your car, using your car seat there, Hayley.
Yeah. You have got recline positions on here. Now, if you look on the front, you've got your 4 recline positions for when it is forward facing, and then 1 for rear facing. So you have got your different angles there that you can choose from, which is nice. So we say you've got different positions to choose from. Yep. Not quite as kind of varied as the Britax, but it's still very quite upright when they are a little bit older, which is good.
Melissa, I love your demonstrations, so helpful when you aren't sure which item to go for. Yeah, that's what we're hoping. While you can't get in store or get on hands with things, at least it just gives you a visual
to see how
bit of guidance to see how to do it. Yeah, it's all well and good seeing pictures, isn't it? But to actually see how to use it.
And even in instructional videos, sometimes it can be like, oh, but I want to see like real life how it's done and how it works.
Oh, James said he would still comment even if there wasn't a prize.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'm glad you still join us. The prizes are a little nice incentive for people to join us, but we hope that you do like the
and a little thank you, isn't it? It's a nice little thank you for joining us, because it's been a crazy few months, and it's just nice that we've had this whole time to kind of hopefully educate a lot of people on different products that we sell, and just general knowledge really on things like car seats. It's something really important to us.
Yeah. Alexandra's asked if we can go through the prices at the end again. No problem at all. That's fine. We'll do that.
So I'm just popping my insert back in.
The Cassato All in All Rotate, RRP of this is $239.95, but it's actually on offer at the moment for $199. And for a car seat that can go from birth up to 12 years old, is not much money a year at all, is it, when you spread the cost out?
No, definitely not.
And it's a really popular seat. A lot of people like that it lasts, whether they use it as their main car seat or for one that's going to be used a lot in grandparents' cars. That can take a child of any age then, which is a nice thing about it.
Yeah, it is a nice
childminders, if they're looking for a car seat that can cover all ages, they've got one with that.
Again, I say because of the price point of it, it's an R44 seat, so it's still a safe seat. It's just obviously a lower price point, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
this is the Cassato All in All Rotate. Somebody's just asked what it's called. What weight do you remove the wedge in the All in All Rotate? Again, it's not really weight, it's more on 3 to 4 months old. Yeah. But when they physically don't sit in the seat anymore as they get a bit bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
Ah, Gemma said, love watching the lives as well. Always informative, and we do a great job. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I hope hopefully just giving people the knowledge that they need, which is good. I'm going to move on to Yumika, just because It's hidden.
Right there.
It's
I know.
hidden.
I didn't even see it out there until somebody commented about one, and I was like, oh, we've forgotten about the Mika. So your Mika RRP on this one is £299, but a great saving at the moment. It's reduced to £238. So a nice saving for an i-size tested car seat. While you're doing that, I'm just going to take one off this rig, ready to put another one on.
Yeah. So I'm just putting out my Isofix bars again. So you're just putting back on your grey, which is really nice. And you can probably tell this car seat is beeping. So it's beeping because it's telling me it's not fitted correctly, and it will.
It's telling you off, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't worry, you don't have to travel with it like this. If you're travelling with ice, it's not done right. So it will stop. Yeah, it will stop beeping once it's fitted. So what I'm going to do is going to connect my bars in.
Oh, Rebecca says she's going to miss the lives when she goes back to work next week.
Oh yeah, that's the
you
thing.
can watch them after, when you're at home, got a glass of wine or a cuppa in the evening after a busy day at work. You can come back to the dulcet tones of us and watch it back at night. Or on YouTube, you can watch it on there as well.
YouTube as well. So there's no way getting rid of us, I'm just going to say it.
There's no excuse not to watch back, all right?
So I'm just connecting those both in. You get your green indicator once they are fitted, and it's just on your grey point there, and then what you want to do is ratchet it all back again. So it's the same steps on all of them. This time you have got again your kind of rebound bar that you have there, so that's going to be touching the seat rather than the car seat. So you want to push that all the way back so it's nice and flush with the seat. Don't worry if it's not all the way flush, so that it's flush with the bottom. It's just this seat just kind of curves naturally, so that's absolutely fine.
Those little red bits inside of there, that's what's causing the beeping because they're not pushed in.
Whereas if I push that in...
Yeah. So like we were saying on the Britax, you can see that red bit, if it's not out fully, this will beep until it's out fully.
Yeah, so even in a slight position, it's close, still not close enough, it's still not fitted correctly. And that's to get you the right angle on that support leg. I have obviously my red, so what I'm going to do is bring the support leg out until the beeping will stop.
I found with having multiple children, when the older children are climbing in, if they've got to go that way to get in the middle seat, it's easy to kick it in and not realise. So this will beep as soon as that happens, so you're aware.
So then I'm just going to drop my support leg all the way down, again keeping that angle and pushing up until I get my green indicator on the top as well.
Are there Zoe's asked, are there universal Isofix baits that can be used with different brands? For example, you start with one brand of infant carrier and want to switch to a different brand of car seat when the child is older. No, because it wouldn't be tested. So you have to use the same brand car seat with the same brand car seat because that's how it's been tested and that's how it's safe.
Yeah.
They probably wouldn't even fit, but even if you did try, there would be no way of knowing that would actually be safe. So even within the brands, there are certain car seats that can be used with certain bases as well. So you need to make sure that you've got the correct ones.
Yeah, definitely. On here, you've got your spin button just at the back, and it's a grey button you just want to push in. So if I push my button in, I can spin it then to the side. So really, I like the fact that it's quite a stiff spin, just because it makes it a bit easier, kind of sticks in that solid place.
Yeah, it holds, doesn't it? This one moves a little bit more freely when it's in the side position.
Yeah, so this one is a little bit more it's more of a push you have to give, but it's quite nice when you are in the side position, it's going to stay.
Yeah.
I have got in here all the inserts, and on here, it's a bit similar to the Joy. You have your little slots that you can just hook that back with.
Yeah, it's like a solid plastic one, isn't it, rather than a little grip.
Little hooks, yeah. Because if you look on the Joy spin, on the actual harness, they are actually metal. So in the summer months, obviously, they could get slightly warm. So the black on there is to stop them from getting hot. Whereas on here, this is all plastic.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
So your actual harness bit going in there to keep it cool as well.
Yeah, your little pins, yeah. Because they're metal. So it's easily accidentally done, obviously, because
they do get hot in there. When you get your seatbelt and stuff, you can feel it quite warm, can't you? So,
so it's one thing we always do. On here, obviously, it's plastic. It's just slots. They just need to pop them back.
James asked, has Sam started now? Is he referring to new Sam?
Must be.
Would you chat about her in a live? We've got two new ladies.
We have.
We've got a new Sam. We've already got one Sam, and we've got a new Sam, who will work in store, and we've also got a new Nadine who started today.
Yeah. So it's always nice having newbies, isn't it? Adding to the team, building the team up, which is really nice.
Yeah, and they're both really nice ladies. So
yeah,
nice.
Really lovely. Head slightly scrambled because lots of training, but yeah, they are. Yeah, really, really lovely. On the inserts on your Mika, it all comes out in one, and this will come out when little one reaches 60 centimetres. So 60 centimetres, you'll take this insert all out. Obviously, every child will reach 60 centimetres, slightly different, so it's whenever they reach that. And you can take all this off, the covers all off to wash as well, so it's not hard to wash.
Yeah, this one's a bit different, isn't it, with your wedge being part of the...
It's all the whole thing.
Part of the insert rather than separate.
And then from obviously 61 centimetres to 105 centimetres, you are using the car seat as you see it here, without the inserts in. Buttons behind the hood. I'm in Pushchair mode.
I'm sorry.
Hood, not...
What are you saying? Hood?
I said hood. How's that a hood?
Yeah, well, at least you've got a name for it. I was like, this thing.
This thing that moves here. You'll have to bear with us on a Monday morning. Button behind the headrest, as I say, will extend it up, and it obviously brings the straps up as well as child grows, which is good. So this will go up to 105 centimetres, and it goes up to 18 kilograms in the harness, so whichever one they reach first. This one is an I-size R129 car seat, so a little one will need to legally stay rear facing until 15 months old, or you can keep them rear facing all the way in the car seat, which is something that we would recommend. It would be great if you could, but obviously 15 months you can then spin them to forward facing. Again, you get that solid click that you know it's clicked into place, and you obviously got your green indicator. It's all in.
Cassie must have missed the beginning. She says that's a Cybex Serona Ice Bite. She loves hers. Yeah, Serona S.
Yeah.
That we had a look a little bit earlier.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Lovely one to look at.
Glad you like yours. Oh, and James said yes. Hi, Sam and Nadine. Welcome to PE. Joe told us about them.
Ah.
So, can't have any secrets in this place. Everybody knows.
They do. So a really clever feature on here. So obviously, to legally keep little one rear facing until 15 months, I'm hoping you'll be able to spot it on the seat. You've got a little indicator on the seat, so you have to have your headrest at the certain height the child needs to be to go forward facing. So if I lift it up here, you should be able to see. So it's in the red zone. No, they're not allowed to go forward facing.
No.
Obviously, once it goes over, they can. So if I bring it back down, it won't let me. Obviously, bring it up.
Julia's asked if she can use different inserts for the newborn, like different designs. No, again, it's a safety thing. So that newborn insert has been designed with that car seat to make sure it's safe for a newborn in a collision. So using different additions, we don't advise using any different add-ons for car seats unless it's been tested with that car seat. Just because you don't know how things are going to happen, what going to happen, like it might not fit the harness right. Might not create the right shape for
Baby might not
baby.
sit in that car seat correctly.
Yeah.
One thing as well, if you're buying car seats second hand, always make sure that they have, if you're using it from birth especially, that you've got the inserts.
We see a lot on Marketplace or on eBay where a newborn infant carrier is sold without newborn inserts. Somebody buys it because that car seat can be used from birth, and then actually it's not safe for the child.
It can be used from birth with the inserts. It's not safe to be used without those inserts. There's a reason why they are sold with them. But obviously you can use this car seat, say, forward facing from 15 months. It's an I-size seat, so it has got its side impact protection. And Maxico's is very clever. They've got what's called G-cell technology. If you look
at that honeycomb shape, isn't it? Where it's like a beehive.
Yeah, if you can see on here, you've got the design on here, and they say it's actually their side impact protection, so really good. Like I said before, most crashes are now side impact, so they've got the protection built in to protect little one.
Hayley said she'd recommend a stool car seat any day. With having a bad back, it's made her life so much easier with a growing baby.
I think, to be honest, I do love the spin seats.
What exactly does I-size mean? So I-size is your R129 regulation. In this country, we've got R44, which is your older regulation. It started back in the 80s and has updates since. And then they brought a newer regulation, which is R129 or I-size. The new regulation now tests for side impact and rollover in collisions. On R44, it's just front and rear they test. It now goes on height rather than just weight of baby. And it's all focused on rear facing for longer and Isofix fitting as a preference, just because it's a way of getting less things wrong. You've got your green indicators, you've got your audio alerts that you've heard on some of these. Whereas seatbelt fitting, you might not have done it right, think it's right, and it's actually wrong, incorrect, and obviously not as safe.
Yeah. Hopefully that's because it's one question we do get, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. You don't mind telling about the different regulations?
Definitely not. You have got on here again your recline positions. So I've got all the way upright, and I've got more of a cradle position. So I think there is 6 positions on here in total.
Gemma agrees. Spin seat's definitely the best. Never had spin seat with my boys. They're so much easier to use.
Yeah. Just makes it easy, child to door then. It's not necessarily something you need as straight from birth as such, but these are great that they do go from birth. But when child gets to that point when they're a bit heavier, it's more natural for your body to go pick heavy weight up straight rather than going
trying to bend around.
And there's a door there. It's not quite as simple as this.
Jane said a good point. The swivel seat's a bit bulky, so wouldn't get 3 in a car. Depends on your car. I've had 3 across, but I've got 3 full-size seats, so I can fit 3 across. If you've got less room, then there are slimmer seats that might make it easier to get them in the car. Your Mika's quite a compact one. And a bit slimmer, whereas some of your bases are a bit bigger and a bit wider, so may not fit. Obviously, depends on the car and the ages that you're trying to get in.
Yeah, definitely. Then to remove this one, it's the same as just pulling back on your Isofix bars. You will hear the beep.
Beeping again. We often have to search this one out in store, don't we? Because it's not been put somewhere where it's fully out, and then it will just beep, and we're like, what is that beeping?
What is that noise?
Who is it?
Or I've done video consultations, and I'll bring it over, and I'll do my chit chat, and I'm like, they're like, what's that noise? Oh, sorry, that is the car seat. It's not just a bomb or something going off. It is the car
Georgia.
seat. The car seat is just telling me it's not happy. It wants to be fitted correctly.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to pop this down.
Your Joy Mika, I don't think I said a price on. Oh, I said it at the beginning. It's all right. Currently on offer, 238.
238, yeah. So good price, and they do 3 colours as well. This is the graphite colour, but they do 3: Central Black, Central Graphite, and Central Grey,
which is a lighter one. Right, we've got 2 car seats left. Do you want to take one each?
We'll
put one on the rig each.
Yeah.
We can talk through them. She did say we got too many car seats out today, didn't she?
Trip hazard there, Georgia. Trip hazard. That will be on You've Been Framed, £200.
I think a lot of our content from our videos could be on You've Been
Framed, that's true. The race of the car seat demo. It's a shame we can't hear both of us at the same time. We could go this one,
yeah.
But everyone that's already commented is in the draw to be one of our winners. So our winner today, we're winning one of the Mamas and Papas Imprint Kits. And you got the choice of pink or blue, and they're really nice because in the back it's a great keepsake. You can have their name, when it was done, and the age of the child. Things like this are just really sweet, I think, to keep.
Yeah.
They are £12 normally, but they are on offer for £9.60.
Somebody's just asked how much the Casato one was. RRP is $239.95 for the Casato all-in-all rotate, but it's currently on offer for $199.
$199.
Right, do you want to go first?
Yeah, so I'm just going to bring out my Isofix.
I'm going to cheat and
points.
Just start
You're going to fit
mine already.
You can probably work out by now they all fit very much the same, don't they?
Yeah.
How they work. So I'm just going to connect these in, and I get a green indicator on the top on this one, which is really great. Really easy to access. You can fingers crossed see here. So this is the I don't think I actually said, is it? It's the Silver Cross Motion.
Part of their new range of car seats that they've brought out, all in this Donington pattern.
Yeah, and it's their spin seat. Same from birth up to 105 centimetres. Then what I want to do is, am I missing a button? My mind's gone blank, Kelly. Is it that button there?
At the side. At the sides, where you've put them in. You done your side?
Yeah, my side's in. So it's the side buttons, you want to push those in and then flush with the seat.
I'll do this side now.
So I've done one side, not the other. There we go. So you want to push it all the way back, so it's the same on all of them. Flush them all the way back to the seat. And then I've got my spin button just underneath here, and it's really clever. So
this one's a bit different, isn't it, with the rotation?
Yeah, so on here, it's green, push in, and then you can see your red. So that's saying it's not
locks
fitted.
into that side position as well. So if you put it into fully there, it locks. So
it's like a part lock. So it's still saying red. You can't travel like this.
Yeah.
But it will lock. So obviously making it easier to get child in and out. And then obviously you can spin then to rear facing.
Spin seats the way forward, said Cassie. I was a little dubious before baby arrived, but honestly I would be lost without it now.
Yeah.
Yes, we did do the Serona earlier as well, Cassie. She said she'll have a catch up.
Yeah.
Lindsay has joined us. She's going to have a watch back because she's missed a few as well. And Gemma late to the live today. What have you all been doing this morning, ladies?
Having a party. Having a party on a Monday morning.
You know what they're probably doing? Having a walk because they can meet with 5 other friends from today.
It is from today, isn't it?
You all been out walking with your friends this morning?
That'd be
Can't
lovely.
wait to go for a walk with my friends.
I know, I can't wait to see. I love you, all you lot at work, but I really can't wait to see other people.
What? You're not just happy with just seeing us? Anyway, we want to go for a walk as well. We want to take the dogs for a walk,
we've got lockdown puppies and they need to see each other.
Yes.
But it's really nice to see. Obviously, I've got it in the rear facing position. I've got my inserts. I'm just going to remove.
Oh, Gemma says they're on half term already and she's got a poorly 6-month-old. Sorry to hear that, Gemma. Our half term, my kids finish on Wednesday and then they've got like 2.5 weeks off.
Yeah.
It's silly how they work it out for the Easter. They could
I used to love it though
Easter
as a
in
child.
these holidays.
As a child, especially when it comes to 6 weeks holiday, you're like, yes, I'm off school for 6 weeks.
They've had enough time off school, all right? But they shouldn't even be having any holidays.
But yeah, children. But then it's for the teachers, isn't it? It's a really difficult one. They've had so much time off, but then the teachers have been working this whole time, so they need a break. So I sympathise with all parents and teachers. I really do.
Definitely.
On here you've got your inserts and you can remove them, say, in different stages. You've got your head hugger poppers and then your side as well. So every child again is very slightly different, obviously how they sit in their car seat. The aim is they don't want to be, obviously in the first stages it's really important to kind of sit more on top of the car seat insert, isn't it? So they're more flat in position.
So you want that levels the seat out. So obviously this car seat does that, but having that wedge in fills the gap and makes them lay in a flat position rather than bending in half, which obviously they wouldn't be able to.
But the only thing is we get a lot of people that saying, oh, my child's run out their car seat and they're only, say, 15 months. It's most likely the fact they haven't taken the inserts out.
Yeah.
What you don't want is child to be sat on top of this at that stage, because this is meant to be the car seat, they're meant to be sat inside the car seat, which is going to protect them. Whereas this, if they're going to have this on at 15 months, they're not sat in that car seat, they're more sat on top of it, which is not ideal.
Lindsay Lily has asked, my little girl is 6 months old, but it's on the 91st percentile for weight. When would you recommend she moves into one of these? Whenever she outgrows her infant carrier. Yeah. So it depends on the infant carrier you've got. If it's an I-size seat, it'll be on her height. So check what height she is to then move out of it. Just max out your current seat. I know a lot of people are in a rush to move into the next stage seat, but an infant carrier is designed for a smaller baby. So you've probably spent a lot of money on it. Max it out. So use it up until its maximum weight, whether that's 13 kilos or the 80 centimetres, max it out and then choose the next stage seat. Or if you're just fed up of using the infant carrier and you do want to, obviously you can, because these seats can go from birth. So she's more than at the age of 6 months old to go in a spin seat if you think that would make life easier for you as well. Yeah, complete choice, up to you. If she's on a higher centile, all I would say is that these seats only go up to 18 kilos. So if you think that before 4 she's going to be over the 18 kilo limit and outgrowing a harness, have a look at 25 kilo harnesses, but they're not swivel seats, unfortunately.
No, you can't have. It's one or the other, really, isn't it, when it comes to that? But unfortunately, children are getting, like you had the same problem with your little one.
Yeah, Tristan outgrew his 18 kilo harness at like 2.5. Wasn't going to put him in a high back booster then, so he's in a 25 kilo seat that will rear face and last him for longer. Yeah. So hopefully that will get him to 4, which takes us to November. And then, well, it can stay in that seat anyway until he's 25 kilo.
Yeah.
So I'm not in a rush to move in. Last time he was weighed, I think he's 21 now. 21. So we should be all right.
It should be. He's got a little one there still.
He's on a diet. Not really.
No more.
Not really.
You have got, say, the ability to move your headrest up, just with the slightly different on here. You've got your little grey tab that you just pull up and all the way up, and then obviously there are different stages and it brings your harness up as well. Yeah. You've got your hooks either side, so you can put your harness away. I think that's a great thing that a lot of brands are doing. Yeah. Just makes it easier.
You often put them on the harness if they're not out of the way. So
like your Sarona's got the magnets, your Joy's got the little clips, and these have got your little tabs as well. So it's really nice that they have thought of that. When you want to use a recline, you will have to have it in the side position. That's why they have had that lock in there. So you wouldn't recline it when it's rear or forward. You always put it in the side position. To recline, just because of where it is, you can't get your hand physically.
Yeah, you can just get in, but it's a little bit painful if you then recline and trapping your hand.
And it's something they would recommend always to do. When it's in side position, you have got 3 positions to choose from. So really cradled.
No, James is referring to an Instagram post that we've done. What are baby essentials? Asking your Instagram how many weeks were you when you purchased them. It's just a post, just finding out when people buy what, really. Yeah. So your baby essentials cover everything from your bedside crib, pushchair, car seat. It's just interesting to know when people decide to buy the things. When did you buy your things? Did you? I know James, they're quite far along towards the end. Baby's due pretty soon. Yeah. Whereas some people may buy things as soon as they've had the 12-week scan, some people may wait to the 20-week scan to make sure everything's okay. Yeah. Some people might want to be in the last trimester.
Yeah, everyone's very different, aren't they? Everyone's very different.
We've had people have their 12-week scan in Boston at the hospital there, come straight here, order everything.
And we've also had people 8.5 months pregnant.
Yeah, and be like, I need something tomorrow, I'm about to drop.
So we've had it both ways, so we really have. But it'd be interesting to see, and also it'd be interesting to know what was your essentials. Everyone's essential. There is like a criteria of what is an essential.
Yeah, I don't really like using that word because nothing really is essential, is it? If you don't drive anywhere, you don't need a car seat. It's not an essential for that person.
No,
you might baby wear the entire time. A pushchair is not essential.
Yeah, everyone's very different, and it's certain things like, I don't know. Some people obviously bottle feed, some people breastfeed.
Yeah, so a bottle is going to be essential for them. If you breastfeed, and it's something you never use.
Well, it's interesting to know what were your 5 essential products you couldn't live without when you were a baby.
Is that the challenge you're giving them by the end of the life?
I want to see. I want to see what comments were. You've got the iPad upside down, by the way. I don't know if you was aware.
It wasn't actually, the actual picture wasn't upside down.
I like me upside down.
I'm just showing you that I can read upside down. I'm very clever, okay?
She's so clever, Kelly.
I can read back to front too.
Yeah, she's so good. So you can obviously have it without all the inserts, and then obviously once child reaches that stage, they can take them all out and goes up to 18 kilograms or 105 centimeters, whichever one they reach first. 3 positions on the Recline. Once this one reaches 15 months, they can legally go forward facing, or again, you can keep them rear facing.
I think all of these options offer an ERF, don't they? Extended rear facing, so you can rear face the entire time to 18 kilos around 4 years old, or forward face sooner if you choose. But yeah, they all offer that as an option, which is fab. Everybody is understanding that is a safer option, so giving it to the parents. Your Silver Cross Motion is usually £350, but it's on offer for £315 at the minute. 315.
And you have, again, with it being an I-size seat, got that side impact protection all built in to the car seat. So there's nothing you have to add on, it's all built in, which is fabulous.
Kirsty says she'd love to be that organised. I'm presuming she means from 12 weeks. Daniel Gibbons, he said, with baby style, you have to almost preempt getting pregnant to order their stuff, given it takes so long to arrive from baby style themselves. Yeah, when we had oyster issues, it kind of was that way, and you had to get straight in there to order certain colours. Yeah. But now everything's moving through. Obviously, COVID is. We're kind of getting through now, so
there's natural delays on things like furniture because that's just bigger items. We don't stock them in our warehouse; they're all coming directly from them. Yeah. And obviously, it's just one of those things, isn't it?
Yeah. But things are improving, aren't they? And we've got a lot of stock of things now that we didn't have before. So that's
definitely, we've got a lot of stock.
Alexandra said she would have liked to have bought more stuff, but held off with shops being shut. She's got 10 weeks until she's due, and she hasn't got a pushchair yet. People are, I suppose by the time you've got this far, you're like, oh, it's a few more weeks. We'll just wait till we get into shops.
Yeah, to actually come in and push it. Which is the one thing, just to confirm that you've made the right decision. Which I know a lot of people haven't had the ability, maybe if they were due a lot earlier.
Yeah, they've kind of been pushed into that position, haven't they? Because they would have been due before lockdown was over, so had no choice but to buy online or from video consultations that we've offered.
Yeah.
Right, should we move on to this one? So this is our final seat of the day. It's the Be Safe Easy Twist B I-size. They also do the Be Safe Easy Twist I-size, which doesn't go from birth. The B that is added in because this can be used from birth.
B for baby. I don't know what it's for, but
birth, I think.
Oh, that would make more sense.
Well, I'm presuming that's what it is. So it's a very, very clever car seat and how this works. So again, fitted with your Isofix Points here. And then you've got your leg here. Again, this is an audio one, so it beeps if it's not right.
James says we got a lime, not here yet. Eye Candy didn't have navy in stock. No, so certain colours, obviously, things like that, they can be out of stock. But her fingers crossed won't be long, obviously, with you.
This one installation is a little bit different. So if you have buckety car seats, it does have a very clever feature on the front, which is your and I forget. Thank you,
Spirit level.
Every time I've spoken about this car seats, I've been, what is this?
The level thingy.
The level thing.
The bubbles.
It's a spirit level. So basically, if the seat is bucketed, as long as you've connected your Isofix points, it allows for a floating installation.
So
actually,
one thing we always say is obviously contact between base and seat, but obviously
I'm actually lifting the rig up a little bit.
Can we hold the rig down?
I think it's because it's on the rig. Can you see that spirit level moving up and down? So really it needs to be in this green position. So as long as the Isofix point is fitted, you can lift it up and it doesn't actually need to be touching the base, the vehicle seat at all. It can be completely floating.
Yeah.
So for a floating installation, and what that does, it means that the car seat itself and the baby is kept at the correct level.
Yeah. Julie's asked, are you delivering to Scotland? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Yep, next day delivery for most of Scotland. I think it's just the outer Scotland.
It's 2 days, but
it's 2 days delivery, but yeah. So this one has got multiple recline positions, so really nice recline position for a newborn baby, or then sat more upright. Your swivel feature is on the side here and is on either.
And I like the fact you got your red there when it's not again, and then green on your indicator.
You can see that, can't you?
Yeah, it's really clear.
This one doesn't forward face at all.
So it's one that's not 360.
Well, yeah. So yeah. Well, like I was saying,
why
people were asking why 360. This is not 360 because this only rotates.
Well, yeah, it's
to the side. Yeah. Just a rear-facing seat. Be so for a brand that are passionate about rear-facing. They do offer some options. Last week we showed you the modular system that can take off and forward face, but this is just forward facing. If you want their swivel seat that does forward face as well, it's the Be Safe Easy Turn, not the twist.
Yeah.
Lovely newborn inset in here. So you can use this from birth right up to 105 centimetres, which is your average 4-year-old.
Yeah, so
press your button inside.
Insert your shell part that you've got, in there, comes out at 87 centimetres, and then obviously use your seat all the way to 105.
So you've got 2 different bits. So you've got this insert that can come out first for a newborn baby, and then this stays in till around 2 years old.
Yeah.
When I tested this seat, I think I still had it in with
2
Tristan.
years.
So this part still stays in, and then when they get even bigger, your next part comes out, and this is like a whole solid.
Which I think is just so clever. It's really to kind of really shield little one in, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's offering loads more protection. It will move because obviously it moves with the child and as an energy reduction force, but it's like a whole shell for a toddler, and then they will then go into the main part of the seat and have that there. You've got magnets on your harness on this one, so we're talking about a few different ways that you can hold your harness out the way, and this one is magnets. Be Safe do go further with the testing, so really safe seat. It's also Swedish Plus tested.
Yeah.
Only rear-facing seats will pass it because they do it at higher speeds and lower braking measurement distances.
Yeah, so it's more, we're basically putting more pressure on that car seat to test it. So a little fact about Swedish Plus testing. It was founded in 2009, and it's not a requirement. It's not something that legally has to be done.
No.
It's just something that
they can choose, can't they? They can say,
choose.
I want to Swedish Plus test.
Yeah, they want their car seat to be tested higher. So like Kelly said, very short braking distances, which will obviously cause high impact forces on the car seat.
Yeah. Only rear-facing seats pass it because a forward-facing child, there'd be too much stress on the neck because they'd be framed forward in the seat rather than pushed into the seat in a rear-facing car seat in a collision. So yeah, they just can't pass it for forward-facing seats. Joy do the Spin Safe and the iSpin Safe, which is Swedish Plus tested, iSize or R44 version. The Britax extended rear-facing seat, so your Britax Maxway Plus is a Swedish Plus tested.
Yeah. Somebody did ask a question. Oh, my mind's just gone. What was it going to be? Axkid, that was it. So
Axkid is Swedish Plus tested.
It's not in here because it's not.
No.
But yeah, somebody did ask, do we sell Axkid? We do, MSA, and it's Swedish Plus tested as well.
So yeah, just a rear-facing seat, swivel it back round once they're in position, and a nice upright position. this does give lovely leg room because of the shape of the base and the rebound bar as well. You've got a nice amount of leg room there because it's just rear facing. They can pop their legs on here, up here, whatever they want to do. They can cross them. I know some people think that's an issue, but their legs are a lot more flexible, so they will just cross them, fold them, put them up on the seat.
As we would say, children in a classroom will never sit. Well, they'll have to, but they don't want to. They kind of want to kind of have feet up here, left, right, and centre. So they'll find a place.
Each side impact protection is added on here, so it can reduce the energy forces by up to 20%, and it just clips onto the side of the seat. So whichever is the door side, you just clip it onto the side.
Yeah, so a really nice one to look at. Again, come in a whole host of different colours, and I say, like we said, be safe, do go the extra mile when it comes to their car seat testing. And the price of this one, so it is a pricier car seat because,
because of all this extra inserts that you're getting with it.
And if you think if they're putting it through that extra vigorous testing, obviously there's a higher price point, so you are looking at $519 for this, but there is often offers as well. Sometimes there's offers on with this one as well, which is great. Some little bits I wanted to add in here just because they are specified for the car, and it's something that some people may not even necessarily think that they may need.
When we mentioned them before, people have not thought about it, have they?
No, so if you are using these car seats on birth, you may never have one, but it's something I think is really important. It's a back seat mirror, so it just clicks on the headrest, and obviously you then can see a little one because they are rear facing. You're allowed to see them. It makes it a lot easier for you, especially if it's first baby. It's a little bit of comfort there for you. Obviously you can check they're okay.
I've still got one for Tristan, so he is 3 and 4 months, and it's still nice to see him. He chats to me this morning on play school. He was telling me about the sheep in the field, so because he's rear facing, I could just have a little
conversation. You can see him while he's talking.
I was concentrating on my driving as well, but I could just.
Yeah, but it's always, you can have a quick glance.
It's better than doing this. Turning around.
Yeah, definitely. So we have got that, and the price of that is £13. We also have the back seat organiser here, which I think is a fabulous little bit, especially obviously, fingers crossed, we can go all holidays booked, things like that.
I got some for my car when we travelled to Devon because it's quite a long journey. The kids needed snacks, toys, entertainment. All in there. And obviously then you don't have to just, when the kids are older, you don't have to keep it for kids stuff, you can have it for your own stuff. Everything, keep your car a bit more organised.
And a really great price again. These are actually on offer for £8.75 but are normally $9.99.
Bargain.
And then also the back seat protector. For a lot of these car seats, obviously they're rear facing. If you get them rear facing especially, is great, but obviously you've got that protector and it will kind of hang from the headrest, and it's to stop obviously from your seat getting dirty where the feet are, which is a fabulous little thing to have.
Tristan's very good at putting it on the seat, but then also kicking the seats next to him, so even Edward's car seat is next to his.
It gets dirty,
nice
you almost think bags to go over it when they're not being used. And the back seat protector is £11 but should be £13. So the Safety First have got little bits of offers on, which is fabulous. Great little bargain thing to add to your wish list as well. And obviously, of course, the price and our prize today, but the price of this is £9.60 and it should be £12. And this is a little imprint kit from Mamas and Papas. They have the blue or the pink version. Very sweet little gift. Great for somebody if you've just found out they're pregnant, maybe. Nice little thing to do when baby's here. But also when they're a little bit older as well. Maybe not, 10, 11, probably feet won't fit in there, but
I want to put my own foot in there.
Yeah, mine definitely wouldn't fit.
Should we run through what we've gone through and the prices again? I know somebody asked that. So we've gone through, I'll just go through my side. We've got the Joy iSpin 360.
So the Coal, which is the black colour, is $229.99. The rest, which is the grey flannel and the deep sea blue, are $279.99.
We also have the Joy Spin 360,
which is £199.
£199. Cybex Cerrone S, $299.
95 pence.
95.
Yeah.
We've just done the Be Safe
for $519.
Easy Twist B eye size. Casata All in All Rotate, which goes from birth up to 12 years old. That's $199.
Yeah. Silver Cross Motion. It's currently on offer for $315. Should be $350. I've got hidden at the back here your Britax Dual Fix M eye size, and that is $292.50. Should be $325. So a really great offer on that. And then you've also got your Maxi Cozy Mika for £238, but should be $299. So it's lots of good offers on here.
Lots of different prices, so it's kind of varying from just under £200 to obviously most pricey at over £500.
Have you noticed when you had the iPad, there's these stars? I don't know if it's a new thing.
Yeah, it's a new thing because it said allow stars or stop them.
Because we've had a few stars come from people, and people go, "What are these stars?" Are
they rating us?
Facebook, let us know. What are these stars? Because James has asked, "What are these stars?" Literally, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm with you on that one, James." What are these stars? It'd be love to know. Jane says, "Do you do lemon imprint? Do they do lemon imprint kits?" No, they don't do lemon. Not that I'm aware of.
No. He's probably thinking whether it's a girl or a boy, maybe. But both colours are nice for either sex, anyway. I think so.
Yeah, you do both. Oh, Claire says you earn money from them.
What we do?
We do, or you do? Let us know.
Quick, get on it, Georgia. Let's make ourselves some money.
Send it over to my bank account.
All Pushchair expert stars now go to Georgia. Little bonus for you.
They can go towards my Christmas.
Jose's like, no, I want some star money.
You want some share in that? I'll give you 1%, Jose. But it's really, really nice that people are finding this really helpful. Hopefully you've got a lot of information from this live.
Quite a few people have been asking for this one, haven't they? So.
Jane says, do you do saving plans for the expensive car seats, as not a lot can pay outright? So what we do, we have got your finance options. So you do Klarna, Clearpay and Laybuy.
And we only have 0% ones, so it's not going to charge you anymore for the privilege. You can just spread it over whichever easiest way of doing it.
Oh.
I did it with, I must admit, I did it with Klarna.
Yeah.
Because I had to buy 2 new car seats for Tristan, so
it's a lot
easier.
Yeah.
We're
very aware of that. You also have got our voucher scheme, so you can always pay for things in instalment. Obviously, once you've paid it in full, the items then release. So we are very flexible, and there's a lot of things that we do provide for people. So if you have any more questions about that, then just let us know.
Yeah, send us a message.
Apparently, you earn a penny for each star.
Stars, guys, come on!
Thousands. We want thousands. So apparently, we get the money a penny per star received.
From Facebook. They don't have to pay us, do they?
No, surely you don't have to pay us, the viewers. This is so
Nobody wants to give you star
James
ratings.
Do you have
into it, really?
James, do you have to buy them? I don't know, James. I have no idea. I'm so intrigued.
We'll have a look.
Angela says it says you send stars to support your page.
Support us.
Support us. We are amazing.
We have children and dogs to look after.
And we all like Krispy Kreme donuts that we need to pay for. All like donations. Yeah, interesting. Claire says it costs people to buy the stars, though they aren't free. Oh yeah.
So you don't have to buy the stars, people. It's fine.
It's the first we knew about it, so we just appreciate the views, and obviously you join in with the chit chat.
That's what matters to us: the comments and the chat and the views.
Oh, so learn something new.
Right, should we draw our winner? I was going to say actually. I know somebody asked for lemon, but the blue isn't really a blue. It's more kind of
like a lilac-y colour.
Indigo, lilac-y. So that would probably be more unisex colour, actually.
Yeah.
I know we said blue, but it's actually not really. Oh, rolling away.
And if we send stars, our comments get highlighted, so it gets noticed. Hopefully, all your comments can get noticed.
We do try not to miss people, don't we?
Yeah.
And get back to it.
You don't have to pay to get your comment noticed. Don't worry. We don't just choose people to pay. Unless obviously that's why Facebook are going to work, but I don't think that's the case at all. Our lives, we've had all the comments through like normal. And obviously, if there's any lives that we feel like you missed a question, send us a Facebook message.
Yeah, because sometimes we do miss the odd ones. If there's a lot through at the same time, and we're chatting and haven't noticed, we may not go back to more. But just get in touch if we've missed your question.
Yeah, definitely. Should we draw our winner? Yeah. So we've got one lucky winner, and they can choose from pink or the bluey. Both one of the other colours, and I say they are £9.60. If you are interested and you're not one of our lucky winners today, do you want to?
Don't mind. Right. Who you want to shout at me today, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, then. Go.
Stop.
The winner is Hayley Dealey, and her comment was, I would recommend a swivel car seat any day. With having a bad back, it's made her life so much easier with a growing baby. So congratulations, Hayley.
You can now do an imprint kit with your growing baby.
Yes. Before they've grown too much.
If you can send a message to our Facebook page, let us know obviously your details and then obviously which colour you would like, and we'll get that popped in the van today and it'll be with you tomorrow. And then we would love to see the end result. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, love you to see them in use. Because obviously our feet are too big to be using it here.
We've not tested it out, have we?
No, we have not. And we're not going to try it out with the dolls. I'm going to be honest, that's not really...
It wouldn't mean the same thing, would it, for us?
No, it's not quite as special. But it's a nice little keepsake to have. But hopefully you have found today's live helpful. If you maybe are looking at a next stage seat, a spin option, or why people go for spin options, hopefully we have answered all your questions today.
Hayley said thank you very much. She'll definitely send pictures.
Oh, we'd love to see. So thank you everybody for joining and obviously commenting like always. We are doing our lives still Monday to Friday around 11 o'clock.
We may just have to shorten them slightly once the shop's back open.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Just depending on what we're showing you and who we've got.
There's only so many of us and there's a lot of appointments. Yes. So we obviously know how much you all love the lives, so we do want to keep them for you. They may just be slightly different, obviously, and a bit shorter. But thank you for joining. We'll see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.